Hello again. Welcome to another dose of sunshine. I am Sunny Nielsen, messaging expert, and I am your host of this show. So today, this episode, I wanted to talk to you about chaos and business chaos. And this kind of comes from some conversations that I've had over the last 2 weeks with a couple of different business people that I know running their own very successful businesses. And that we've all kind of come to this weird sense of mirage, this lovely glimpse that we don't want anyone to see what's behind the curtain. We all want this specific facade and appearance of our business, when in reality, it's chaos. So let me just talk a little bit about that for a second. But as a quick little recap, before we jump into the nitty-gritty of this chaos, if you are joining me live, thank you so much for joining me live. I love it when people jump on and say hello. Would love for you to drop a note, say hello, put the hashtag live if you're joining me live. And if you are catching the replay, thank you so much for joining my show. Thank you. I appreciate anyone who watches, whether live or the replay. If you're catching it on the replay, of course, hashtag replay. I would love to know that you're here. You can always say hello. Would love to know where you're watching from. You can always drop that in the comments because I love to see how far the reach is for my show. Now, I think this is such an interesting concept, the idea of chaos in a business. And the reason why I chose it for today's live stream is because it is so relevant to any business owner. And a lot of it comes down to, I will tell you a little story. I had a business colleague of mine where we help each other work on our businesses and stuff. I call her my business BFF. It's fantastic. But she was telling me a story about a client consultation that she had had. She was so excited. She was kind of nervous because this person had approached her about doing some work for her. And she initially looked at this prospective client's website. She was super successful, already making money online, and she was looking for some additional social media marketing help. Well, my friend goes in ready for the consult, ready for it, going, okay, so intimidated because she thought this person was this big, grandiose person with making money and have all of her stuff together, quote unquote, having all of her stuff together because she was making money. But when she actually got into the consultation and, of course, drew open the curtains so that she could actually see what was happening behind the curtains, behind the scenes, in the parts that people don't get to see in the public eye, it was so refreshing and kind of relieving for my friend because she was so worried that she wouldn't be able to help this person. She wouldn't be able to reach the standard because she seemed successful. She seemed like she was so put together. And then in reality, when she actually saw it, she's like, she's as big of a mess as I am. And it made her feel so good. And it was such an interesting story that because I've been in that spot. I have been in that place where I have gone into a consultation and I've gone into working with clients. And again, on the surface, on the public image, everything looks perfect. Everything looks like they've got their stuff together. Everything's systemized and perfect and everything in its little boxes and nothing can be going wrong. And then when you actually start talking to them, you start actually digging into their business, you realize that they are in chaos. Now, it might not be exactly your chaos because, a large business will have different kinds of chaos, just like a small business just starting out will have a different kind of chaos. But that understanding and that realization that, hey, everyone is in their own state of chaos, and that's okay. It all of a sudden kind of humanizes every business and makes it less intimidating, both for a small business owner like myself, as well as even if you are, a larger business and you're really shooting high for the, conglomerate Goliath businesses that you're trying to partner with, compete with, anything like that, that little bit of knowledge and that little bit of, understanding that every business is in its own state of chaos really just helps to kind of level the playing field a little bit when you are looking at things. So thinking about chaos in your business, I want you to realize that one, chaos is normal. Chaos in your business is part of running a business. It's never clean. It's never pretty. I mean, even if you were to get everything into its all little boxes, guess what? The next day, you could have a whole new problem come in and just knock everything down like bowling pins. And that's okay, because it's a constant state of adjustment, reassessing, reallocating resources. That's what running a business is. And that's the whole concept of trying to be successful in business. Because if you are standing still, your business is dying. So think about that chaos as a healthy jolt to keep you energized and to keep your business alive. And two, not only is it normal, but two, you can also utilize that in your brain to understand where are the areas of chaos within businesses. And you can start to kind of analyze that and kind of pull that apart and go, okay, as a small business owner, and this really works well when you're looking for prospective clients, prospective partners, having this kind of analysis can really help you better understand, okay, if I say, I work with a lot of small businesses at this point. So knowing, okay, small business owners tend to be wearing 100 hats. They're always doing something different because it tends to be one person or two or three. So there's very limited resources that have to be spread across multiple functionalities. So I can use that to my advantage when I'm assessing how do I want to partner with them or how can I help solve a problem that they have, because I can learn to understand their chaos. And then it gets even better as you continue to grow and you start targeting for partnerships or for new clients, larger businesses, because as they get a little bit larger, the chaos changes slightly, and all of a sudden you're going from, I just have to try and keep the lights on, to I now have 15, 20, 100 employees. So I have to make sure that there are systems in place that they can run and do their jobs. I have to make sure that, the lights are still running. Let's be honest. That's always a constant worry. Any business, got to make sure the lights are on. You got electricity, all of those lovely things, and you can pay your bills. But the chaos is slightly different. And if you can realize what that level of chaos is or potentially is at each level of the business, whether it's just starting out, small business, medium-sized business there, and then, the giant Goliaths, everyone is in their own state of chaos, and you can use that knowledge to better serve your ideal client and to better prospect for great partners. So I really just wanted to talk about chaos because I've realized how important and how relevant this topic was in my own life and with my own circle of business friends. Now, if you can relate to this chaos, please drop a note in the comments. Please say chaos. If you are experiencing chaos in your business, I want you to know it is normal. I experience chaos in my business every day, but it's how you handle the chaos, how you assess the chaos, and then how you utilize that knowledge that will help you continually move your business forward. Now, one quick little tip. Whoop! I just hit the stand. Shh, don't tell anyone. You didn't see that, right? Just one little tip that I use when I feel like the chaos is super overwhelming. I really bring it back to my clients, to the people that I serve, because especially as a small business owner, oftentimes I feel like I'm doing 100 things and nothing's progressing. And I want you to realize that as the chaos happens, I want you to remember that when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like everything you're doing isn't actually doing anything, I want you to realize and understand that there are people that are impacted by you every single day. And I actually get the most joy and the most peace of mind from the chaos when I look and see the progress that my clients are having. Because even though I may still, be working out my chaos, be trying to organize, trying to set up systems, because it's never ending. Every time you've got something new, you got to set up a new system or a new process. But I get peace of mind when I can see the progress that my clients are making with me, because I can see how by working with me, their chaos is diminishing. Their chaos is now becoming more streamlined, and it helps them succeed in their business. So even though I may feel like my business is still kind of chaotic on the background, or I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do the accounting or the best way to do the social media on a consistent basis, if you feel frazzled or concerned with that, really turn yourself outward and look at your clients, because you started this business for a reason. You started this business because you wanted to solve a problem. You wanted to help someone. And by focusing on that, holding on to that, it can help you get through the chaos when you're like, literally, all I can do is just go to bed right now. Like, the chaos isn't going anywhere. It'll be there tomorrow. But at least I know that I'm making a difference and I'm making an impact in other people's lives. So if this little PSA has been helpful for you, please drop a little note. Would love it. Hashtag PSA. Because really, this was kind of a mental health episode for anyone out there who struggles or ever worries that, is my business just so, is my business going to survive because it's so chaotic? Or I just feel so frazzled, or I'm not doing it right, or I'm not doing it the way that someone else is doing it. Just realize that we're all trying to make it work. We're all trying to figure it out. And we're all just at different stages of that chaos. And don't be afraid to share the chaos, especially with trusted colleagues, trusted friends, your family. Find a support system, especially of business people. Because again, you're all in chaos together. And it's amazing that when you share those stories of chaos, how again, if someone else is in a slightly different phase of chaos, but they've been able to figure out like the accounting part. Like, I'm still struggling with the accounting part. But I had a great friend go, hey, I've got this great Excel sheet and kind of like this 4-step process that I do to just make sure that my accountant always has what he needs. I was like, sweet. But I never would have been able to get that lead on a way to calm my chaos without sharing the chaos that I had with trusted people. So I hope that you will find, I hope you will find a trusted colleague, a trusted business friend. Everyone should have a business BFF. I love mine, for reals. Everyone should have a business BFF because it's so helpful to just be able to share that burden, even just talking about it. If you need anyone to talk about your business struggles, your business chaos, please drop a note into the comments here or send me a DM, send me a private message. I will happily talk through your business chaos with you because I want you to succeed. I want your business to thrive because if you have this, driven business to help and serve others, to solve problems, to make the world a better place, of course, I want to do all I can to make sure that you succeed. So that is my short little PSA rant about chaos in the workplace and the fact that we all have it. So please don't feel like you are alone in the chaos, in the overwhelm. You are not alone. And you can always reach out to me here on my channel, here on my show. And of course, if you need to, just DM me. I will happily talk anything through with you. So until the next episode, thank you so much for joining me on Dose of Sunshine. If you have any questions or any topics that you would like me to cover, feel free, throw me a message, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear and cover anything that you feel like would benefit you in your business. So thank you. Have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you the next time.